Tony 2 times. Cause it take 2 times to do what you couldn't do with 2 minds. And you'll never get another chance.
YouTube, welcome back. It's your boy Tony 2 times. Today we back with yet another video on the playlist we just made. The last video, if you didn't, like, share, and subscribe, and turn on them notifications, that notification bell, so you'll never miss another video. The happiness theory. The happiness theory. So today we here to talk about the top 3% of women and the bottom 97. Let's get into it. So you might ask, what is the top 3% of women? What are the top 3% of women doing? What they doing is one thing. They sacrificing their happiness. Yeah, the top 3% of women are sacrificing their happiness. Now let me jump straight into it because I don't want to lose y'all here. All right. When a woman is from 20 to 25, she is to bounce on any and everyone she wants to, do whatever she wants to do, from age 20 to 25. From 25 to 30, as she's turning that chapter, from 25 to 30, she has to take it all and reflect. So from all them years, from 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, now she's 25. She has until she's 30 to make a decision whether she wants to be the top 3% or the bottom 97%. Now, when she gets to this age, and she's 25 years old, she's 26, 27, 28, 29, about to be 30, because that's technically that's when it's over. It's not really, but let's just go ahead and make some type of timestamps of when it's good and best to do certain shit. You know what I'm saying? So from 25 to 30, she has to understand where she's been, where she is, and where she's going. Now this right here is for the women. This is called the happiness theory. So we want to talk about the top 3% of women and the bottom 97%. Now this is all theory, so tap in, listen to me, right? Boom. 25 years old, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. You got these years to reflect on whatever you did, whoever you've been with, what kids you have, the baby father maybe, whatever man you've been dealing with or men you've been dealing with, reflect and see, has any one of those relationships, number one, been of kingship? Has he been of kingship? Does he have his own place? Does he have his own car? And does he have a really good job? Does he make enough money to take care of himself and maybe others in abundance? Then you might want to look at, well, do I have a baby dad out here? Do I have some kids out here? Oh, this man, is your relationship good? Is it? Then, hey, let me see if we can get on this same frequency and maybe we can work it out and do something for the better. If it's not, then don't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? You trying to be in the picture is gonna cause, turmoil to yourself, because of course he doesn't want you back, or even if he do want your body back, he doesn't want your mind. And if he does want your mind and you're giving it to him, just know that he's out elsewhere because you took too damn long. Okay, I'm just going to say it. Like, you was busy bouncing from 20 to 25, and during those years, he was actually trying to do some shit and you wasn't. So that's your fucking fault. Now, you run through your options, you reflect and see what type of men you've been dealing with, and where's it gonna last you and get you from 30 to 35. Where's your man at? That's what we're getting at. From age 20 to 25, you bounce on whoever you want. From 25 to 30, you best be thinking about who you're bouncing on for the rest of your life. You understand? Because if not, you're going to be looking sad. Okay, let's not get into that yet. So from 20 to 25, you bounce. You bouncing, you bouncing, you bouncing, you bounce. On any digging stick. From 25 to 30, you best be really careful about the digging stick that you're bouncing on right now in the one you need to be bouncing on for the rest of your life. Because there is a decision to be made. The top 3% in these years will say, okay, there's a man, and mind you, he's a really good king. I wasn't trying to listen. I wasn't trying to get down with it. Let me go ahead and try to revisit this subject. And option 2, him. You know how you women do. Very manipulative. Fucking manipulative. So you're going to go to him, just getting all good in quarters with him, and find out where his mind at and what he got going, and if you can be his wife. The top 3% of women will be aware of what they've been doing to set themselves up for a good life in those 30 plus years. Some women in these 20 to 25 years have done exactly what they were supposed to. Actually decided to settle down. This video is not for you, okay? This video is for the women who may be from age 25 to 35 and they trying to find a man and they don't know how. I have what's called the happiness theory. No, I don't care if you tell me I'm wrong. I really don't give a fuck. I've experienced enough to feel like I know something. Trust me. Let's get back into it. If you are 25 to 30 and you say you've tried it already had that, it didn't work. Oh, my baby dad, it didn't work. Okay, listen to me. Listen. Before you are 30 years old, I don't care. Fucking find out who. Run through your roster, run through your list. Somebody needs to be your king. You're not gonna have a very good, lucky go shits and grits life trying to fucking find a man. Oh, I'm at Walmart. Oh, let me trip and fall and find a nigga. No, it's not gonna happen like that. It's not. You know what I mean? You're gonna fuck around and waste your time. Women are depreciating with value as time goes on. So let's get into it. All right, let's keep going. When you have decided to be the 3% or the 97%, and you're deciding to be the 3%, you're going to sacrifice your happiness. And if you've already tried to be this top 3% and you've sacrificed your happiness already, guess what? You've ran into the wrong king. That king wasn't for you. Because whatever that king had in his regime, in his village, you wasn't fucking with it. Maybe he wasn't a king. This is another theory. We got some false kings out here. We got some false fucking prophets out here. Yes, a lot of these niggas that they call themselves men, you're a grown ass man because you old as fuck and you stink. That's the only way. Because mentally, these niggas be little ass boys. Right? Fucking gorilla ass monkey men who just wanna sit and do not shit. Right? Don't wanna get in the gym. Don't wanna think outside the box. Just blue pill as fuck. So, you might have found the wrong king. He was a jester. He was a motherfucker, a fool over there pretending to be a king. Another thing that might have happened, ladies, if you have been looking to be that top 3% of women, you do still believe that you are, which kudos to you, right? Keep watching. I know for a fact that there has been kings or men who have been in kingship, and say, for example, I'm sitting right here on my throne, and me in my throne right here, I'm the king. Everything that is not me, everything that is not the king, is the queen. Think about that perspective right quick. So think, I'm the king, I'm sitting in the chair. There's knights, there's pictures on the wall, there's a whole village of people, there's motherfuckers picking crops right now in the village, right? Everything that is anything besides the king is the queen. The queen is the children, the queen is the bills, the queen is every fucking thing. All right? So sometimes older men, or men in general, have left their kingship So for example, they get up. You see that? That was an empty seat. So when the women come back, and the villagers come back, and they just happen to peek in there and say, where's the king? I didn't see where the king went. Where's the king? Don't nobody know where the fuck the king is. There's no king, right-hand man. There's none of that, okay? So if it ain't the king, it's the queen and everything in it. Everything in this village is the queen. So if that king just so happens to get up and use the bathroom for just too long, these women will get ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Without leadership, without guidance, without real patience, these women are gonna get ridiculous. So men, and if you have been that man or if you've been that woman and you had a king and at one point he just wasn't on his kingship how he should have been, and he just looked absent. His kingship, he was still there as a man, but he wasn't in his alpha, breadwinner status and provider as he should have been. And that's what seems like he's absent from his kingship. And that'll lead women to cheat. That'll lead women to start getting disrespectful and loud at the mouth. That'll lead domestic violence relationships. Cause a woman, and then maybe that king comes back from that too long break or whatever, and now the village, the jesters, even the paintings on the walls looking at this man funny. Like he just can't do shit. Like, where have you been? I don't give a fuck. If you've been ruling for the last 20 fucking years, where the fuck have you been? Because you ain't been here the last 10 minutes. And in these 10 minutes, all this shit went wrong. So what type of fucking king is you? Women don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck what you did. Update your fucking resume. That's what I learned. I'm not telling this just to say it. I'm not saying anything that I don't firmly believe in. I am the CEO of no bullshit. All right? Call me Flurbix. That's what you shall address me as. The CEO. Because this is no bullshit I'm giving y'all. And I don't know how many times I got to say it, but I'm just going to show y'all. That's why I got the shirt off right now. Showing y'all how this protein and this healthy eating and sleeping habit from having a home and a consistent job will pay off. See, before y'all criticize me and come for me, guess what? The proof is in the motherfucking pudding. Proof is in the pudding. So let's get back to it. If a king disappears for just a second, that woman will start getting unruly. Then again, you become the bottom 97% of women. Now, you might be thinking, well, if I tried to get a king, or I had a king and it didn't work, and mind you, you're 25 to 30, and because you're bouncing years from bouncing on digging stick to digging stick from 20 to 25. Now you're 25 to 30, and you're thinking to yourself, how do I get a king? Because what am I about to do? Again, you have to sacrifice your happiness. Reflect on all of the men who have entered you. And if you come up with no men that have ever entered you to be capable, valid at all for kingship, because you're looking for kings here, you're not to do anything but sacrifice your happiness. But you're never to do this if you find a false prophet or false king, okay? A man must sit in kingship in order to receive this 3% of women. This 3% of women can't even be 3% of women if they wanted to. It's up to that fucking man to be a fucking man, to be a fucking king, so that he can get a fucking queen. All right? They don't give fucking princes to little ass princesses and queens to little ass boys. Okay? You gotta be a fucking king, and then you find a fucking queen after you done murdered 30,000 people. You find your wife. It's fucking simple. So don't be discouraged if you're been 3%, you want to be 3%, you try being 3%. You got to find the right king. You have to find the right king. He has to be an official king. And he has to stay consistent in his kingship. He really does. You need an every day, every week, every month reminder that he is still in charge. He is still in the front of the charge. You are behind him. I don't care if you make more money. I don't care what the dynamics is. The dynamics is simple. Kingship. Kingship is important for men in order to sustain a queen. Okay. Now, the bottom 97%. The bottom 97% of women. Oh boy, let's get into it.
Me and my best friend Amy went to Edinburgh.
I'm glad.
We stayed with Tessa.
I'm glad it stopped it right there. See, this is why we need some more equipment, some better shit, because this is gonna be a long talk.
Incredible artist. The room that we stayed in, there is a sort of dreamish element running through. It makes you feel like you're in a little storybook or something.
Whatever. Okay. The bottom 97% of women. Let's get into it. They align and assign with this one word. Now, before I tell you what you might be right now, thinking about it, you already have two things right now. You already have a sword, a shield and a fucking sword. You already got one. Back up! Don't! Give me another sword, Angela! Come here! You're blocking everything. You're playing offense. You're playing defense. You don't want the conversation. 97% of women out there. It's called combat. Yes. You women. 97% of women align and assign with this one word, combat. I don't give a fuck what you put on the end of it. Combative, combating, combinator, combination. I don't give a fuck. These women are ridiculous. Okay? Remind you, a woman that has no guidance and no leadership is goddamn ridiculous. Can't even figure out what they want in the fucking drive-thru. It's a whole fucking menu right there, and you asking me questions. Bitch, read. Anyway, combat is for the 97% of women. Combat is in every woman. You understand? So I don't care if you are in the top 3% of women, you still got a little bit of combat in you. Just know that. Just please know that. Combat don't go nowhere. It's there. You just know when and when not to use it because you've already made a decision to be submissive. And the shit ain't got shit to do with him. It's actually all about you because you've healed or you're healing, you love yourself, and you found your own fucking happiness, and your happiness ain't him. That's another thing. Happiness, oh my fucking God. For the 97% of women who are combative, you Negroes, you Negrolopolis, you Negrolites, you motherfuckers stick around just because she looks good, and guess what you're doing just to be around? You're making her happy. You're keeping her happy. I don't know how to tell you guys this. Do not ever be a woman's happiness. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Stop trying to be these women's happiness. Fine. Make her happy sometimes. Whatever. Make her happy. I don't give a fuck. It just seems like it's really a drag thinking about it. Men, kings, you are not a king. You can never be her king. If you are her happiness. Fellas, this is the happiness theory, okay? It's a lot to digest. Don't be the woman's happiness. That is fucking simple and plain. Because the woman has to do the 3 steps to become happy, to find happiness, for healing, self-mastery. She has to heal or go through healing, which we'll drop a video about. She has to love herself. Stop saying you love me, bitch, and you don't love yourself. It's a lie. Love yourself before you love anybody else. The third thing, the final thing that a woman needs to do in order to be a complete woman and feel like she doesn't need a man and all this other bullshit they talk about, but they really do. They just need to be whole to find another man and y'all become whole. You need to find your happiness, ladies. Women, find your own damn happiness. This man cannot keep telling you to be your goddamn happiness. You know why? Because if you continue to think and have this man as your happiness, you will never be the top 3% of women. Do you know why? Let's see if anybody's been paying attention. Do you even know why you can't have a king and be the top 3% of women if that man is your happiness? All right, fuck it, let me just get an answer. You can't have a king and he be your happiness because the happiness theory by Anthony Hughes, Tony 2 times, your boy Flurbix, the CEO of No Bullshit, said in his theory, in which he calls the happiness theory, a woman needs to sacrifice her happiness. Whatever makes her happy. Not satisfied, not content, not submissive. No word that has nothing else to do with happiness. Any woman who refuses to lay down her happiness aligns and assigns with this one word, and it's called combat. Any woman who has a man and he is her happiness, you will never sacrifice your happiness, because that would mean you be sacrificing him and your relationship with him. If you were to say, I'm okay with not being happy, I want this to work. I want to be a mom. I want to be a grandma one day. I want to have a big house. I want to live in health and wealth. I want this to be generational. How could that ever happen? If you laying down your happiness would be laying down the relationship with him. You don't know how to not be happy, how to not receive happiness from him. You don't know how to be on your own. You don't know how to love yourself. You ain't healed. You're still broken. And every time he woke up, make you breakfast, or gave you some money, or did anything for you that made you happy, that gave you life to your day, it's now all gone. What would that relationship be? What would that relationship be like? What would it do for you? Nothing. So that right there is why men, you could never be her happiness, her source, her sole provider of happiness. She needs to be happy on her damn own. She needs to find happiness. She needs to love herself. She needs to be who she is, no matter if you're there tomorrow or not. She needs to be a strong black woman, or whatever fucking race, I don't care. She needs to be a strong woman, a good woman, not a bad bitch. I'm tired of these bitches thinking it's cool to even be called a bitch. That's why you shouldn't feel offense. Because I'm not talking about the good women. I'm talking about these bitches. These bad bitches. These boss bitches. Right? That's what y'all want to be called. Right? Let's get into the next one. So 30 to 35. After you had from your 25 to 30 year venture, you've came up with an idea for a man, his kingship, what you are going to lay down, your happiness. Is it worth it? Can he keep up the kingship? Make sure you figure out where you belong and what king you belong to, so that you can solidify yourself for the future. When you become 30 to 35 years old, I'm not ruling this out, but it gets a lot harder. You will not be able to find a king. It is very hard, especially in times right now. Americans It's ridiculous. Trust me. I mean, the agendas are popping right now. It's not impossible, but timestamp really say like, hey, I don't know, tell you. From 30 to 35 years old, it's only 2 ways you could be going right now. 30 to 35, you got your man that you've been with, maybe a high school sweetheart, whatever. Doesn't matter, man. You just met your 20s, 28s, whatever. Now y'all taking trips, y'all engaged. This is Facebook memory time. From 30 to 35 years old, this is Facebook memory time. This is when your auntie and your uncle, this is when somebody's on Facebook keep posting going fucking places. And you at work thinking, how the fuck is they doing this shit? Because 2 is better than 1. And they actually compromise, and there's a king in his kingship. So shit is going smooth. And there's no combat going on with that female. Excuse me. A man in his kingship and a woman that has no combat. 0 to none. Facebook memory time. That's what the top 3% of women need to be doing from 30 to 35. Making memories. And if y'all already have kids, even more memories. If y'all don't have kids or nobody has kids, doubt it. If nobody has kids, this is when you got dogs, you got new crib, y'all are getting things ramped up for a family. Y'all enjoying each other and making a strong base from the ages 30 to 35, you and your partner. The other way the disc could go, because it's 2 sides to everything, as above, so below. You could be 30, 35 years old, still running around here with boyfriends. Still trying to find a man. Every man you meet, oh, I'm trying to get a man, I need a husband. You gotta have this, have this, have this. But you got 2 kids, 2 kids, 2 kids. Not nobody trying to give you all of this. You know why? Because nobody want to take care of you and your fucking rascals. You and your fucking hot Cheeto babies. Baby bad as fuck, disrespectful as fuck. Wake up just eating hot Cheetos. I want some. Me too, bitch. Leave me alone. Hot Cheeto babies, badass kids. Wake up early in the morning, first thing they want is a bag of fucking hot Cheetos. Hot Cheeto babies. I hate them. I don't even like kids. I really don't. I love my 2. Any kids besides that, I mean, you better be a little good fucker. Because I really don't like kids. I don't like kids. So dating women with kids is really not even the business. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. So, if you still run around here with hot Cheeto babies and you got boyfriends or, throughout these years, boyfriends or your baby daddy, somebody who you ain't even probably calling your baby daddy, is just your situationship, or, my friend, you don't even respect him enough to call him your man when he's living with you. Y'all together, I mean, y'all baby mom and baby daddy for life. Is this new marriage titles going on? I don't know. Or you may have no kids. Just combative as hell. And talk about can't no man handle me. Can't no man handle me. You need to handle your fucking self. If you want me to handle you, I can put a leash around your fucking neck. And that bitch is gonna shock you every time you want to go to the club. Every time your dumb ass want to go to tequilas, you're going to get shocked. I hate having to do that. So no, women shouldn't even want to be handled. If you have no kids, you're 35 years old, or you have kids, you're 30 years old, 35 years old, and you don't have a man, you found either a false king, he fell out of his kingship, and you wasted a lot of years, never got back right, never just had another, male figure around like him, because yes, depreciation value is definitely, shit is going down. You depreciate, motherfucker. So it's time to think about it. as you get older, as you have kids and it's 30 to 35 years old and you're on the other side and you're not making Facebook memories and you need a man, you now have to be of lowering your standards of whatever you thought you were going to get in the first place before you even had kids. When you was 18 looking like the best bag of chips out here, guess what? You need to throw all that shit out the fucking window. Seriously. And you need to, honestly, if you can't, and mind you, there's a saying out there, you can't teach old dog new tricks. So if you're 30 to 35 years old, most older men are already not trying to hear that shit because they know you've been bouncing from digging stick to digging stick for a good 20 years now. Some of y'all. So about 15 years now, you've been bouncing. And so they already know why you don't got a man. They already know. You need to find you a younger guy, a fucking cougar, older women. You know why? Because when you hit 30 to 35 and you're not having that good life, you didn't pick a man, you didn't do what you were supposed to, top 3% didn't work out for you, and you're in that 97%, at 30 to 35 years old, this is an uphill fucking battle we call life. Yes, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Male or female, it doesn't fucking matter. Oh, I got something for you niggas too. Trust me. When it comes to a female trying to get that king, excuse me, she's gonna have to go younger now because he doesn't really know anything. He barely knows women nature, and if he does and he's a real king, good for you, good for him. And you might look good. You might got some trunk in the trunk, you know what I'm saying, back there. You got something back there, but good, nice wagon. And you might be cute, pretty, with some pretty feet, whatever. You got something that attracts this young man. And he doesn't know how much of a 304 you was. He don't know. So you play your cards right, get real fucking submissive. You better not ever be combative, and you do exactly what he needs you to do and wants you to do. And you assist him with his life. Don't try to get that young man in your fucking spider tangle web. Trying to trap him up. Trying to make him a stepdaddy. No. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If it's not, it's not. Stop trying to play your cards and trying to just go straight for the joker, straight for the ace. I'm never playing spades with you bitches. Allow the man to be a man. Allow him to grow so that he can be the king for you. Put him on game. Show him some things. Let him know how the man you want to be should be. The man that you would want should be. Drop some knowledge on him. Hey, I really like this cologne. Or he just look at it like, oh, you like this? Cool, pick this up. $60, $70 Mercedes-Benz cologne. Yeah, he got that. Now you like it. Subliminally make him into your king. Now, this is from 30 to 35, and this is out to the women who couldn't get it right from 25 on up. They just couldn't get it the fuck right. And they aligned in the sign with this one word, and it's called combat. Or either, you know, the man, he was just not his kingship, so she couldn't find a king, and then she had kids, and she can't find the right king to up to her standards. And combat doesn't fucking matter. It's combat. Sword and shield. And you just fucking... she start throwing shit at you and blocking everything. It's combat. It's simple. Now, I don't have nothing for nobody that's 35 and older. Look, I'm just letting you know right now, I'm 25. And if I were to ever deal with somebody at my stature, at my age right now, that was that age, it would have to be about money or stability in any way, because there's no reason, there's no real logic to us being together. My journey is different. My life is at this point, and you passed your peak. It's over. You're just waiting around and hoping somebody will spend time with you. I don't know how you 40 years old, and out of all the men you've ever seen in your life, you couldn't keep not one. Really? Really? Now, if if you couldn't find a king, that says a lot about you and the type of woman that you are, and how you just couldn't find a king. Kings are out there, but it takes a real good woman to find a king. Because if you want to be flim-flam, gut monsters out here not going to the gym, not drinking water, not eating properly, no protein, not doing a fuck thing for your health, not doing a fuck thing for your attitude, healing, loving yourself, finding no fucking peace, finding no happiness on your own, you're never going to find a king. You're going to find these little ass boys, these jesters, until, baby girl, you get right. Excuse me. God put me on this earth for a reason. See, I got 2 women that I must teach this to. So what's important to me, I ain't trying to put down nobody. I ain't coming for nobody. It's just real shit, no bullshit that needs to be said. I'm trying to tell y'all something. I know that these videos may be a little lengthy, but man, look, there's a big shift and change in the generations right now. Something's gotta give. I don't have no homeboys. I don't have no friends. I got one homeboy named Nelly. He's still in Baltimore right now. So in my closest, tightest circle, excuse me, I don't have any flim-flam. I don't have no guys that ain't trying to go to the gym. I don't have no homeboys that ain't trying to go do something productive. I don't have nobody around me even motivating me. So I gotta get in my bag and motivate my motherfucking self. I gotta give you guys results to see so that you know I'm in BS, no bullshit. Cause I'm the CEO. What I talk and what I preach is that real shit that I know for myself due to trial and error, and that gave me experience. So that's it for the day, man. I'm out. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
I'm tired of this pain, man. I'm tired of this drama. I knew this shit was over when I lost my baby mama. Can't forget about the past, but forgot about Devonna. Gotta do shit all at once, trying to forget about the trauma. I hate Instagram, show and tell for designer. I just want the pain to end, but can't forget about my mama. My brother, he's so lost behind a code, he always bonded. Can't forget about those ones who tried to kill me. Pay them homage.
The things I do for you, the shit I put you